Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo, please? Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo, please? Okay, one more time. Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo, please? Okay, Virgo, in your recent past, you have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So I feel a lot of you have kind of made some changes in your life recently where you want to make yourself more of a priority to yourself. With the Seven of Wands here, I feel this has to do with a marriage or a relationship with the Four of Wands here. I feel some of you are having some issues with your marriage or your relationship because you are focused on yourself more. I kind of am getting that someone they don't like it. You kind of have to make excuses or reasons to carve out some time out of your day for yourself, and I feel that you have to defend this, like, oh, I'm gonna go, work out, or I'm gonna go just spend some time to read a book, or I'm gonna go just walk on the beach by myself. You have to, and the person you're with, I feel they always question you why. Like, why do you need to do that? Why do you, I feel a lot of you, the energy I'm getting is that I feel a lot of you are with someone who is kind of selfish. And I feel the fact that you have to defend doing things for yourself, just focusing on kind of just your own needs, maybe even just taking time to be alone. I feel you're constantly defending yourself. And I feel this is causing problems it has caused problems in your relationship. I feel, other than that, I feel everything could be fine in your relationship. But sadly, if wanting to take care of yourself and take time for yourself is causing problems in the relationship, I feel that's kind of like a sign of a bigger problem. Because you should, of course, everyone should take time and take care of themselves. But I feel a lot of you are kind of getting tired of defending that you matter. You have to defend that, you want to take care of yourself. I feel why I'm getting this is I feel a lot of you really do a lot for the person that you're with. You do a lot for your family. You take care of them. You do take care of everything. But I feel a lot of you are not happy in your marriage or in your relationship. That's why you're trying to make changes, small changes, very small. I feel these small changes really seem very big to the person you're with. For some reason. Maybe they just like all your time devoted to them, focus on them. But I feel a lot of you don't like that. I feel a lot of you are not happy. I feel you're bored. I feel that you're just really sick of your whole day being focused on everybody else. And I feel the main thing is the person you're with, to be honest, is what I'm getting. But we'll go back and clarify. In your present, you have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Swords. I feel a lot of you are really struggling with making changes because I feel you have a lot of resistance. I feel in your relationship, you're very determined to sort of find yourself, find your happiness. I feel you are kind of being pulled in different directions. I feel because a lot of you, maybe your relationship has been one way for a very long time, and you're feeling very torn because you don't want to make everybody unhappy. You don't want to cause problems in your relationship because, like I said, I do feel a lot of you have a good relationship, but when you do kind of try to pull back and carve out some of your time for yourself, I feel it's causing problems. And sadly, I don't feel that it should. I feel that, like I said, it's a sign of a kind of a bigger problem I feel in the relationship, is that I feel a lot of you are feeling. That's why I'm getting it. I feel with the Queen of Cups in the center of your reading, you're kind of realizing this. You're realizing, like, look, if me just wanting to take better care of myself, work on my own happiness, because like I said, I feel a lot of you are not happy with this relationship, because I feel because you're giving so much, and you're draining yourself, just making everyone else happy. And I feel there's not a lot of focus on you, even by your own self. But you're very determined to make changes, because you're very aware that things need to change. I don't think your person's aware things need to change. And that's why you feel so torn, because you don't want to cause problems. I feel other than when you try to take time away, I feel you get along very well with your person. I feel things are good, but the sad thing is it's because you're making everything good. You're making everyone happy. But what about you? I feel that's what this reading is about, is that it shouldn't affect anyone else when you want to give to yourself a little bit. Take some more energy and put into yourself, because I have to be honest, I feel like no one's really doing that. I feel that's what kind of this reading is saying with the Seven of Wands here, because I always feel that's the card of self-nurturing, protecting yourself, protecting your energy, kind of healing yourself, doing it for yourself, by yourself. It's something that no one can help you with. This is something, it's a sort of inner peace you have to find on your own. It's like a knowledge of oneself, what one needs, that no one can teach you. You have to sort of look within to find that, and I feel because you realize that with the Queen of Cups here, I feel that you had to pull back. You had to sort of cut back on how much you did for everyone else. I do feel a lot of you have kids with this person, and you do a lot for your kids, a lot for your husband or your wife, or boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you need to cut back on some of the, you need help. You want help. You want everyone else to pitch in so you can cut back. And I think that feels like that is a good thing, but I feel no one's supportive of that. Which is why I feel the Nine of Wands is here, which makes you kind of defensive, like, look, I need this for myself. And sadly, I feel when people love us, they should say, you know what, if that's what you need, take some time. We need to support each other. We need to nurture and care for each other, not just ourselves. And I feel that a lot of you watching really nurture everyone else. You take care of everyone else. But you realize that you're not happy, and you can't continue down this road, because you're not going to have the energy or even the desire or the wanting to do this anymore. Even though you love these people, they're your family, you matter too. And I feel that you're feeling very torn because of the fact that I feel a lot of you are not getting any encouragement to do this for yourself, which is sad. I feel that's sad. I feel that makes you sad. That people are not like, oh wow, I'm sorry you feel you're not happy, you don't feel fulfilled, you're tired, you're drained, you're overworked, you're spread too thin, what can I do to help? I feel a lot of you don't get that kind of support. In your near future, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Lovers. I feel a lot of you kind of really don't know what to do, because I feel a lot of you love your family. You're happy with the person you're with. It's not that you're unhappy with them. You're just kind of unhappy with the way things are. And I feel a lot of you feel kind of stuck. You're like, God, I don't want to cause problems. I don't want to get a separation. I don't want to fight. I don't want to neglect anyone. I feel a lot of you feel really conflicted, and it's making you feel kind of stuck, because it's like, God, I'm not happy, but I don't want to make everyone else unhappy. And if you pulling back some time and energy for yourself is making other people unhappy, I feel it's very sad that it's making, a lot of you feel that what you're doing is wrong. So you're kind of stuck, because that's not your intentions. You don't want to cause issues. You just want to be happier. And I have to say, what the cards are showing me is that I feel a lot of you are married to or in a relationship with someone who is very, very selfish. They're very just focused on themselves, their own needs. And that makes a relationship very difficult. Because it's very neglectful to your partner. You have the Page of Swords here. I feel a lot of you are trying to learn about, I feel maybe you're going to therapy. Maybe you're just reading books on time management, on relationships, on whatever you can teach yourself to learn how to make things work. Because you don't want to end anything. You want to just make it better. What you have right now, I feel a lot of you just kind of want to make it better because you feel like something's missing, which I feel is your happiness, is you. I feel a lot of you are not a big part of your everyday. You're not a big focus. You're not ever the focus of anything, and it's not in a greedy way. It's just in, like, when's your time to shine? When's your time to matter? And I feel a lot of you love the person you're with, and they do love you, but I really feel someone needs to be kind of woken up. I feel a lot of you are with someone that really needs to have some harsh truth thrown at them, because I feel they don't see, because maybe you guys have very busy lives, maybe you have a lot of kids, very demanding jobs, a lot of bills, but the sad thing is, as I said, I feel in the mess of all of this, you're the one that's most neglected, and I feel a lot of you really need to make your partner aware of how you actually feel. I don't think they realize that kind of how bad it is for you. I feel a lot of you do make a lot more sacrifices maybe than anyone else in your family. And I feel like those of you watching, why you maybe feel the need to watch this reading, is I feel a lot of you, the biggest message I'm getting is, the problem is that your partner is unaware of truly how unhappy you are. And I think that because the Lovers is here, I feel that they really do love you and they really do care, but I feel a lot of them, as much as we might think they should just know, because you live together, you share your lives together, they should know, but they don't. I feel this reading is about that. I feel a lot of you are with someone who needs to be made aware of truly how maybe unhappy, depressed, sad, neglected you feel, unhappy you are, unfulfilled you are, changes you want to make, because I feel if this goes on, I feel both of you are going to feel even more neglected, because by you pulling back, your husband or wife is going to feel like you're neglecting them. And you already feel neglected because they're so caught up in all their own responsibilities, their demanding career, whatever it is. Or maybe it could just be more selfish things, like anytime they have free time, they do things that they enjoy. Whatever it is, you need to talk with them. I feel this reading is mostly about communication, and you need to tell them. Whether that will go over well, maybe make things better, maybe cause more problems. I feel that it's necessary to talk to your partner about this, because if you're not happy and they're unaware, but then if you do communicate with them and they don't care, what's the next step? Or if they do care, things will get better. But if you don't talk and you're going to pull back, no one's going to be happy, and maybe it could cause separation later. And if that's not what you want, I do think that it really needs to be communicated, no matter the turnout, because something needs to change. I feel a lot of you just really feel something needs to change. I feel that's the biggest message. So Spirit, what is the 9 of Wands for Virgo's recent past? Spirit, what is the 9 of Wands for Virgo's recent past, please? You have the Ace of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers again. So I definitely feel that love is not the problem here. I feel you and whoever you are with, you're very in love with each other. You are actually very dedicated to each other. But with the King of Pentacles here, I do feel that a lot of you watching, your person is very focused on their job, focused on their career, focused on making money, which of course we all need to make money. It has to be a priority. Of course, we're all aware of that. But I feel that a lot of you, your person has taken it to an extreme. I feel that they have gotten to the point where it's kind of it's the main priority. It's almost like the only priority. Everything else comes second. It's no matter what it is. I feel a lot of you have a partner that's really neglected you and maybe your kids as well, because they've let it kind of take over them. It's gotten to a point where it's unhealthy. I feel that they don't see it because they're so caught up in this demanding job, this career, or just the fact that maybe they're just very money driven. Maybe it's gotten to the point, maybe some of them have gotten to the point where they're just very greedy. It could be that extreme that some of them are just, it's just gotten to the point where it's corrupted them a little bit. Like whatever this is they do, I do feel some of them, for some of you, that maybe are really pulling back is that I feel that it's not a healthy work ethic. It's not like they're just working hard for the family. This has become, I feel someone's kind of getting greedy or something, that they just keep wanting more. And I feel the more they want, and they just keep pushing and pushing, that it's almost like, look, I don't care if it's our anniversary. I don't care if, the kids are having an event in school. I don't care. It's like, I gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta work. They're just ignore everything. I feel for those of you that it's that bad, I do feel that could be a separation. That could cause that, because I feel even communicating with someone, if it's that extreme for some of you, I do feel a lot of you do offer up, like, look, because I feel with the Ace of Swords here, I'm kind of getting that this is in a way like an ultimatum, or like, look, I love you, we need to work on things, or you're going to cut it out. It's like for the future success of your marriage, it's like, look, we love each other, we need to work on our relationship. Money is not the only thing that matters. Work is not the only thing that matters. And I feel a lot of you are with someone who has a very demanding boss as well, who really takes advantage of them. I feel a lot of you, that's an issue, is that your person's, they are successful and they do very well at their job, but I feel their employer's kind of taking advantage of that, because they're making a lot of money off them, they do a really good job, and they're just asking too much of them. They don't care about their family, which is you. They don't care that they know, but your person just wants so much to please them that that's kind of become their whole life. They want to please their boss, make them proud, do good at work, become successful, but the thing is that they need to make you happy too. They need to be there and devoted to you, not just their job. So I really get a lot with this reading. It's a lot about someone who's just been completely consumed with work, consumed with making their boss happy, but it's gotten so extreme that it's neglecting everything else. And I feel that's why a lot of you are just miserable. Not that you're not working too and you're not working hard too, it's just you have a better balance, And I do feel this is really, really damaging a marriage or a relationship. So Spirit, what is the Knight of Swords for Virgo's present, please? Oh, that was too many. Spirit, what is the Knight of Swords for Virgo's present? My dog is snoring, so if you hear weird noises, it's my dog. Okay, to clarify the Knight of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel a lot of you tell your person, look, if you don't sort of balance your time, make changes quickly to who they're supporting, who they're working with, who they're giving their time to. They need to balance this, who they're giving their time to and who they're devoted to. I feel you're like, look, I want to see changes right now. I feel a lot of you, not that you're giving them an ultimatum, but I feel that I'm so happy because I was feeling that someone really needs to communicate. That's what this reading is about, is that Spirit was saying, like, look, you need to voice this. Your person's kind of unaware because they're so caught up in work and very stressed out. Or a lot of you are with someone who's very, I feel they have an employer that kind of threatens them a lot, that they can't ever do enough, and I think that's very sad. It's gotten them in like this just cycle, like running on the wheel. Like I see someone who's just never getting anywhere, no matter how much energy or time they put in, it's not enough, and I think that's sad, but it's affecting your marriage and your relationship, which I think is even worse, I feel that your person does promise you, like, look, I will give you more time, I will make more time for you. I feel they feel very determined to save this relationship. Like I said, there is no lack of love here. The Lovers came out twice. I really feel for a lot of you watching, or all of you watching, you guys love each other equally. And I love to see that. I love to feel that in a reading. I feel someone's unaware of how neglectful they're being. And I really do feel a lot of you don't want to end your relationship. Neither does your person. But I feel something needs to change. I keep hearing that something needs to change, or I feel that's a warning. Like if something does not change, that this could end this beautiful connection that you guys have, because it's affecting it. It's like this really darkness that is just kind of taking over your person, which I feel the main reason it's not that your person is greedy. I feel that they're I'm getting strongly, a lot of you watching, or maybe just some of you, are married to or with someone who has a boss who they're the greedy one. They are the greedy one. They're greedy with your person's time. They don't care. It's like, look, I want to get home to my family. I want to be there for dinner. I need this day off to be with my kids and my wife or my husband. They don't care. So the greed that I was picking up, it's not your person, it's their employer. So I would never tell anybody, oh, you quit your job, get another job. But the energy I'm getting is very dark, and I think it's very sad that they're pushing someone so much to make their job everything. I feel they work ridiculous amount of hours. That's why you feel neglected. They're never around. I think that's very sad, and I feel a lot of you understand. You understand why they work so hard. But at the same time, you know what? You matter too. Your happiness. Them being there with you and your kids, for those of you that have kids. And I feel definitely, you said, look, things need to change right now. Quickly. We need to make some changes. I feel a lot of you are telling the person you're with, you need to find another job. You need to quit this job. You don't like their boss. I feel a lot of you, I'm not going to say the bad word that I feel that what you called them, but you do not like your person's boss because they don't care. I'm sorry to say, they don't care about you. And they don't even care about your person that works for them. They care about the money they're making them. That's the greed. And it's affecting your relationship, which is disgusting to think that our own greed can corrupt our lives, right? But it's not even your greed or your husband's or wife's greed, your person's greed. It's the person they work for. It's seeping into your relationships, and that needs to be cut off. So I feel a lot of you are telling your person that they need to find another job. And I do feel strongly that it would save your relationship, even if they have to take a pay cut. I feel like you could care less. You're just like, look, I'm going to defend my family. I'm going to defend my marriage, my kids, my happiness, because you guys love each other. You do have each other's back. But someone's taking advantage of your person. That's why you feel neglected. And so I really don't think that a lot of you feel that your person's neglecting you because they don't care. I think you realize that they're being so consumed by the greed of their boss. And I do feel for a while when you pulled back, you did feel that it was your person neglecting you. But I feel this is increasingly getting worse over time. And I feel a lot of you, where you said things need to change, I feel where you're torn. I feel a lot of them won't leave their job. And you're like, look, I don't want to divorce you. I don't want to leave you, but I am miserable. And I don't want to keep living this way. And I feel a lot of you really don't know what to do. I mean, to be honest, I feel a lot of you are not sure what to do right at this point. Because you told them, and I feel the changes, I don't know. I feel with the Queen of Cups here, you're just like, please just let things make sense. Let an answer come to me. Or, I feel... Yeah, so let's see. Spirit, what is the Two of Swords for Virgo's present, please? Your person doesn't want to lose you either. Spirit, what is the Two of Swords for Virgo's present? You have the Nine of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Hangman. So what I feel with this right away is I feel your person does not want to leave their job because they're very successful where they are. They feel this is the right thing for them and they're not willing to change that. So they said no to you. Your person does not want to change their job. They're not changing how much they work. So as much as they love you, and I know they do, I feel that they do, they're not willing to leave because they're not willing to give up the success that they've worked so hard for. I mean, trust me, I can see, I can feel it. They have dedicated so much. I feel that's why. But the same thing is that they should feel just as invested in you. That they don't want to lose you. That's a bigger investment. And I feel that's where you're torn. It's because I have a lot of you feel that. Like, how can your career be a bigger investment than your husband or wife or your mother or father of your child? And it's not like you're trying to make them quit their career, give up their career. It's that I feel a lot of them just work for someone who's horrible. It's not the line of work, it's not the type of job, just transfer somewhere else, go somewhere else. I feel a lot of you are telling them that they're not willing to change anything right now with the Hangman here, and this has left you with a very, very tough decision that you don't want to make. And I still see you stuck here with the Five of Pentacles. You don't want to neither of you want this relationship to end, but like I said, like I keep hearing, something needs to change. So, Spirit, what is the Five of Pentacles for Virgo's near future, please? Spirit, what is the Five of Pentacles for Virgo's near future? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. I feel you made a decision here where you were torn because they wouldn't do anything. I do feel that's why you're stuck. I feel a lot of you were in separation. I feel like you both agreed to take some temporary time apart. So if a lot of you, this is in your near future. So if you do decide to take some time apart, I feel it's very temporary. I feel this is to sort of refocus for each of you. I feel you feel like you don't know what to do at this point because your person's decisions are theirs. You can't make them quit. You can't make them change, pull back at work. And plus, I feel a lot of them cannot. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles, which is kind of just feeling stuck. You're just not sure what to do, how to get out of the situation. You're both still willing to work on this. I feel someone gets an offer. I feel it's a new offer. You know what I kind of see with these cards? I feel I kind of see this as starting over from scratch. Like slow progress, and then starting over kind of, not from the bottom, but sort of like starting over new. You know what I kind of feel for a lot of you might happen? I feel that a lot of you are with someone who might go into business for themselves. I feel like that's the only answer. Because I feel a lot of you are with someone who's very successful. They don't want to go start over new for someone else. I feel like what's going to fix this, I hope this happens for all of you, what I'm getting. I really hope this is not just for one or two or a few of you. I hope this is for everybody watching. I feel the only way out of this being able to balance everything, the marriage, the relationship, plus all the investment that your person has put into their career, is to start their own business, to go into business for themselves. Because what I feel that this is, I feel a lot of you, they get a loan, they get help to go kind of branch out on their own. I feel they're starting from nothing. They're building something from nothing. And I feel for a lot of you, I feel you're kind of going to go into business or work together with your person. And this is new to both of you. I really do feel that a lot of you are going to start a small business together. And what's beautiful about this is that I feel that you guys are learning together. What I'm getting that's even more beautiful than that is you're spending so much time together. You're learning together. I really do feel that you guys did separate temporarily. This was never going to be permanent. You guys knew this. You're just like, look, we need to work things out, but figure out what we both want to do, because it was getting nowhere. I feel that this was you guys bickering back and forth, like, you need to make changes. Well, you need to make changes. You need to accept that I'm not making changes. Like, well, I'm going to go if you don't. I felt that this was a lot of conflict in your relationship. You guys were both torn. I feel kind of battling each other. But it was never about wanting to separate. Neither of you ever wanted that. But I do feel that you decided, like, look, we need to take some time apart because all we're doing is arguing and fighting and no one's budging. And I feel that neither of you could figure out really how to fix this, how to make both of you, not only for you to make yourself happy, but for you to make each other happy. And I feel that the sort of compromise, but the decision, I feel a lot of you really are going to start. I know this is hard to believe because it's like, oh God, we're going to start a business, sure, but this is in your near future. It's anyone can do it. And I feel the motivation is each other. Because you're like, look, how can we spend time together? How can we still make enough money to support our life, our home, what we have? our children, and then make our marriage work, but not have to start from nothing. You've invested this, you've learned so much, you've built up this career. I feel you guys decide to start your own business, and I feel you're going to be working together. This is something you're doing together. This is something you're learning together. And I feel like you guys could not be more in love with each other. And I'm not purposely trying to tell this story to make it have a happy ending. This is the final card in your reading. This is what the cards are telling me. And because from the very beginning, I got that there's a beautiful relationship, beautiful connection. The problem is someone needed to be aware. And I feel it was your person, whoever's watching, your person needed to be made aware of, like, look, I'm miserable. This is not going to keep going on. We are going to end up having a divorce or separating because this can't go on. I feel it got to that point. But I really do feel you guys are learning something together, teaching each other, learning together, building this business together. And I feel it's the same type of business that your person was doing. And I feel a lot of you are just going to quit your job, and you guys are doing this together. You're working with them. Because I don't mean to give all your person credit, like they're the only ones that are working hard and they're taking care of the family, they're doing everything. That's not what it was. You just had a better balance. Yes, you worked, but you also still made time for your person. You made time for the kids if you have kids. You made time to take care of the house, do the shopping, cook the dinner, do whatever, pay the bills, everything else. And they were just like always gone at work. And it was like, this is not working for me. But I feel luckily you were very vocal. And I feel that was the most important thing of this message is that you need to make this person who was so consumed with their job, which sadly, because they worked for, I feel a lot of you have someone who has an awful, awful boss. Sorry to say that, but they only care about how much money your person was making for them. I feel a lot of you have your career, your job more under control. You have a balance. Maybe some of you even can work from home already, and you were able to be able to do a lot more for everyone else, but it became too much. And I really do feel for a lot of you that you are going to start working together. If this is not a business where you're going to start working together, you're going to start working together and on your relationship. So I like I said, even I never got that this was a permanent separation. You guys are kind of like, let's start from scratch. So if those of you that do not start a business together, I do feel you find a common ground. Maybe some of you for your person, they do take another offer because there was an offer made. I'm getting, for some of you, they took a pay cut. Because they just, they couldn't stand seeing you like this. They love you. And you are their priority. They just had this, I'm surprised the devil didn't come out. The energy I'm getting for the person that was so demanding to your person, I'm just getting this devil energy. I'm really shocked it didn't come out. But your person couldn't stand seeing you like this. They were not aware that this is how you felt. They didn't see it before. But when they do, they make changes. Because your person is not going to let you go. They're not going to lose you. I don't think they ever thought that was a possibility. They're just like, work, work, work. You put your head down and you just keep work, 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 right? Then you lift your head and you realize, oh, wow, I am neglecting everything and everything that's important to me. And so maybe this is the offer they make you. This is a promise here. I'm going to give you more. I'm gonna nurture our relationship. I'm going to put more time in, and this is not an empty promise, because they love you. This is not an empty promise. I feel they want to start over. Like, look, let's just start over. Let's talk. I feel that they're willing to make changes now. They're willing to just start over. Whatever, if you guys are going to therapy now together, marriage counseling, because you know what? This is not going to end. This relationship is not going to end. Even with demanding career, demanding boss, it's not going to end. Spirit, what is the Lovers for Virgo, please? Spirit, what is the Lovers for Virgo's near future, please? You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is balance, the Two of Cups, and Judgment. So you guys are on the right path. Judgment is kind of knowing things are happening the way they should. They feel right. Things feel right in the world now. Things feel right. And you have that balance. So that was the most thing that was off in your relationship. was the balance, the work, life, love, personal time. You got that balance, and you even have the Two of Cups. And this is clarifying the Lovers. So I really feel that a lot of you, if you're watching, is because you have a beautiful connection, a beautiful family that you're like, why isn't this working? You need to let your person know. That's all you need to do. They're unaware of how either unhappy you are, neglected you feel. Maybe they're unaware of how much they're being used by their employer. And I feel that it's going to cause some conflict a little bit, maybe even a temporary separation. But the result is beautiful because it really helps your person. They need to kind of snap out of this. They're being taken advantage of. Your person, they're very hard worker. Their work ethic is amazing, but someone's abusing that quality in your person. And it's ruining, it's affecting your relationship. The greed of their employer, that greed is getting into your relationship, at that darkness, that ugliness. It's not coming from your person. You know, it's kind of taken over this very dark energy. I'm sorry, I'm getting a really, really dark energy. Like, I really do hope that they find another job. I really hope they do. But I do feel a lot of you, you're going to be fine. Your relationship's always going to be fine. You guys are like soulmates, twin flames, both, everything. I don't know, you guys, connection is very, very beautiful. I felt that from the beginning, even through the problem, through your guys' issues. You never was an option to let each other go. I do feel there is going to be, for some of you, a temporary separation, but I feel when your person, separated or not, realize that this is how you feel, like you just don't know what to do anymore, and you just give up. That's when they change. That's when they become this, like, look, I'm making changes. They're starting over. They don't even care if they have to start over. But I feel, at a new company. But things are good. You guys love each other. So if you guys go through a temporary separation, don't worry. I feel it's actually gonna help, because your person needs to wake up. They're like in this zombie mode. It's almost like the person they work for has this like dark spell on them, like to just like work. Like maybe they do, and you need to break it. I feel you need to snap them, wake them up. I feel that's what this reading is. I feel a lot of you, if you do have someone whose their work is really affecting your marriage, and they have this disgusting, demanding boss that does not care if you're sitting down to have dinner. They've been working 12 hours all day. They come home to sit down and they just have them on the phone. They're like, I need to, they just don't care. There's very dark energy there. And I feel that it's more than just a bad person. I feel there's some other kind of darkness working with that person. The greed that someone, I don't know. I don't want to say. But I hope your person can break free. But I feel that the message is you have to be the one to snap them out of this, to kind of pull them back to your love for them, can pull them away from this darkness that has really consumed your person. And I think that's very sad and scary. So it's almost like you need to save them in a way. So Spirit, what advice do you have for Virgo, please? Spirit, what advice do you have for Virgo, please? Transformation. I journey within to meet my higher self and find true happiness. That's exactly what I feel that you were trying to do. I journey within to meet my higher self and find true happiness. So that's what you did. I feel you did have to journey within. I feel that's exactly what you were doing. Looking within, journey within, because you're not happy. You're not happy in this relationship. You're in love, yes, but you're not happy. Sadly, they don't go hand in hand, right? I feel that you had to really deal with some darkness. I feel a lot of you, with the Queen of Cups here, I feel you kind of felt this darkness kind of come over your person, but I feel for a while a lot of you thought it was just them. But if there was a darkness hold on them, a dark hold, and I feel that a lot of you knew that. I feel a lot of you felt this dark energy, this dark entity. I feel that it was consuming your person, and you thought, God, this greed is just ugly, it's dark. It wasn't your person's though. But I feel, see how she has the crystal here? I feel like you're going to banish this darkness out of your life, out of your marriage, away from your person. I feel a lot of you are going to save them from this dark hole. It's like I see this just dark ugliness that is just around your person, and it's like it's like feeding off of your person. I'm sorry if you think I'm weird, but I do feel in life sometimes that the dark energies, they consume us. They feed off of our light. I feel that your person needed you to save them. from this greedy, dark energy. And when it did start to affect your relationship, luckily, a lot of you, you're very intuitive. And, it shows her here holding that powerful crystal. A lot of you know, you understand how it works, light and dark energies. You know, you banish the darkness, I feel, away from your person. See the light in the tunnel? You just banished it away. I feel a lot of you saved your person. And because you saved your person, you saved your relationship. And I think that that's beautiful. So I hope you like this reading. I hope you don't think that I'm weird, but that's just the message that I got.